A moment like this, some people wait a lifetime.
That was great.
And from the top. Hi everyone, I'm Megan Mitchell and welcome to Thrive Markets Prep School, where we're showing you easy, quick, and no fuss recipes. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make New Year's Eve dinner for two, or one big meal for one person. I'm making skillet ribeyes with Thrive Markets First Light Wagyu Steaks, and I'm making creamed spinach and kale. All right, let's start by making the spinach and kale. We're gonna add some unsalted, organic, clarified butter, AKA ghee. About 1 to 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna add in my garlic. You can mince it or grate it. Immediately, you can smell the garlic. You don't want this to burn on you. If it turns black or dark brown, it's gonna be bitter. So let's start adding our kale. I have 1 bunch of dino or lacinato kale. You could use curly kale, red kale. I'm using kale and spinach, a mixture. Give it a stir. Once this first batch wilts down, you can add in the second. It's kind of like a little waiting game. You add some, you stir, you add some more. And I'm adding Parmesan at the end, but if you're strictly paleo, you don't have to add that. It's just as good without it. So this is wilted down lovely. I'm gonna season with salt and pepper. Give this a stir. And then I'm gonna add in my coconut milk. About a tablespoon of Dijon, and then cayenne pepper. As much as you want. If you like it really spicy, add a lot. If not, just add a little pinch. And then I'm adding in freshly grated nutmeg, but you could use ground nutmeg too. But I love fresh nutmeg. I add it to pasta. I add it to like baked goods, soups. Not too much, just a little bit. Stir together, and then bring this to a simmer for 15 to 20 minutes until it's thickened. Woo, it looks so good. I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper, grate in some Parmesan, about 1/4 cup. All right, luckily this will hold pretty well, so I'm gonna keep this warm and I'm gonna get everything ready for my ribeyes. Coming up next, coming in hot. So it comes like this, in this little package. It's called First Light Wagyu Ribeye Steaks. It's grass-fed and finished. And there's such great marbling on this Wagyu beef. Usually you don't find that in grass-fed meat. When you order it from Thrive Market, it'll arrive frozen. So what I like to do is I place it on a plate, sheet tray, pop it in the fridge, and I let it defrost. All right, I have a large cast iron skillet. I want it on about medium high, almost to it smoking. That's what I'm looking for. So here are my 2 ribeyes that are defrosted. And I'm gonna sprinkle them with Noble Made by the New Primal, their all-purpose seasoning. It's really good. It's got garlic, salt, mustard seed, black pepper, lemon peel, rosemary, basil. It's a great all-purpose seasoning for chicken, fish, or steak, or even potatoes. Ooh, and it's organic and Whole30. All right, see how my skillet's starting to smoke? Let's add in our ghee. I like to use ghee because it has a higher smoke point than butter, but it'll still give me that great butter flavor because the milk solids have been removed. All right, step back, y'all. It's gonna splatter. But I want that high heat. I want a nice crust on my steak. Okay, when you add your steaks to the skillet, don't move them. Let them sit. You can peek at them occasionally just to be like, all right, is it burning? There will be hot spots in your skillet. So if you need to, carefully, it's a cast iron skillet, this handle is hot. Tilt the ghee, take a step back if it splatters on you. But that high heat will form a nice crust. It'll be golden brown. We're gonna cook it 3 to 4 minutes on this first side for about medium rare. And then we'll flip it and cook it for 1 to 2 minutes on the other side. It really depends on the thickness of the steak that you're cooking. If you have a really thick steak, it's gonna take a little bit longer. Mine are about 1 inch thick. So just keep an eye on it. Cook to your preferred doneness, truly. All right, these look great. I wanna take them out and let them rest. You always wanna let your meat rest before slicing into it. If you ever cut into something and all of the juices go everywhere and you're like, what happened? Why is my meat so tough and flavorless and dry? You gotta let your meat rest. Chicken, pork, beef. So I'm gonna add another tablespoon or 2 of ghee to the skillet. I'm gonna add crushed, smashed garlic cloves, a couple of sprigs of rosemary, and then just saute this until the garlic is fragrant and the rosemary is crispy. It's just like an added thing to put on top of your steak. You know, a little more fancy. Let's take the rosemary out. A couple sprig per garlic. Okay, I'm gonna let this rest, slice it up, and put it together with the creamed kale and spinach. How beautiful does that look? I have my steak, my kale and spinach. I gotta give this a try, it's calling my name. This Wagyu grass-fed ribeye steak looks insane. This is my favorite New Year's Eve dinner. Sharing it with my husband, or if he's busy, my new lover. Bring it in the new year. I hope you guys make this recipe. Let me know if you do. Like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, can't stress it enough, be sure to share. Share this recipe. Also share it with a loved one. Cheers, guys. Happy holidays, happy New Year's. Here's to a better year, y'alls.